But let's keep moving on. I think that we have Mr. Brandon Thirlby on the line with us. Brandon, you with us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us tonight. The 2012 Michigan Dirt Cup champion. We talked to you earlier in the season. Talk us through since we last talked to you, talk us through your season and how you wound up the champion.
Yeah, like you said, that Michigan Dirt Cup that All-Star Performance and Lane Automotive put together for us this year. It was a great series. We ended up knocking out 3 wins in that, and also the championship. Also went to Friday night track at Cherry Raceway, won the points championship there, and then Saturday night we were over at I-96 Speedway and ended up knocking out the championship there too. I
meant to, yeah. I read. I initially tried to get to you a couple of weeks ago when you were sewing up all these championships, but you also ran. I was looking at the dirt car. You ran 9th in the UMP dirt car. So you guys have really done some racing this year. Oh,
actually, this year, I mean, I've ran the least amount I have in a while. We ended up winning our region, but like you said, we ended up 9th. Nothing. I mean, we're proud of that, but we just didn't knock out enough races. We had a couple of flats and broken equipment that takes the best 35 races in UMP, and some guys, like we just talked to the Squirrel, he's probably had almost 80 races this year, where I'm up to 42 for the season, so I just wasn't able to, take away those bad races. And Kevin Weaver, he's the only guy that actually has more wins than me in UMP right now, but it's just one of those deals where I didn't get off the couch early enough in the spring.
Is the Dirt Cup going to be on your schedule next year, or are you guys wanting to do anything different, or is it just kind of be much of the same next year?
Yeah, it's going to be about the same. I actually talked to Bill Long, and not too long ago, he's the promoter of the series, and there will be a late model series again next year, and we'll definitely have that on the schedule.
Have you seen anybody, any of the drivers from outside of Michigan coming in to race more? Obviously, this thing is playing out really well for all the drivers involved in it, but are there outsiders coming in more so than you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, definitely more so in the modifieds than the late models, but once there's twice as many mods than there are late models, you'll have to expect that. But, yeah, it's good to see guys come up here and race at our tracks, and like I said, I mean, it's definitely a lot of people coming up to see what it's all about.
Are they going to – I know there was only – how many races exactly were on the schedule for the Michigan Dirt Cup? How many was it?
I believe there was 9, but we ended up with 8 because of a rain out. I believe that was the number anyways. No, that's just off the top of my head, but pretty sure that's it.
Well, we'll have Bill Long on, hopefully, here in the next few minutes. He'll talk to us about what's coming up there. Did you guys make it over to Berlin to where they put the dirt down on the asphalt track?
No, I was actually over in Canada this weekend, and when they had the second one. The first one was a World of Outlaws race. I was down in Illinois racing UMP stuff, but didn't get a chance to get over there, actually.
And certainly your season not over. What do you guys have planned to end the season?
Oh, we got Eldora, Kokomo, and then I'll be down to Moeller, one of my favorite tracks I hardly ever get to go to.
And we were talking to Shirley. I don't know how much you got to hear about it. Tech's always a big issue, whether it be the Neesmith Series or the late World Outlaw Series or the UMP. But how confident in the Michigan Dirt Cup as a driver are you that the competition is level?
Oh, it's definitely, I mean, up here, I mean, I don't think we have too many people smart enough to even get away with anything, to tell you the truth. But when I get going down south, I don't know, I kind of got a feeling, that I might just be getting beat on something else going on. But, up here, we're definitely on a level playing field, and it's definitely, I mean, you can just tell by the racing. There's not just the core 5-6 guys out there just stomping everybody every night.
So so as far as like motors and tire prep, you guys don't feel you have to deal with any of that?
No, not yet anyways, but just like with anything, I mean, pretty much in Michigan up here, we're always a year or two behind what's going on in the South. So, a couple years from now, if we're talking, I'm sure that'll definitely be in the conversation.
Well, we talk about it a lot.
Yeah. And
Webb's usually trying to stop.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a definitely happening. You can't, turn your back on it or anything like that. But
see, he made the comment that nobody was smart enough in Michigan. But let's see, Kaiser's up there. Well, that's Port City now, and Hal's up there. Oh, and you got what's those one guys? The Ruhlmans.
Oh yeah.
Those pretty sharp people up there, Webb. So they've got him trained well. he's wanting to let everybody think that we're ahead, that he's the one behind, but then he comes down here and stomps a hole in us.
And you said going down south. How far south are you talking? Because are you talking about where we talk funny, like where I'm at?
Oh, just south of the Michigan border, really.
Oh,
That's
the South. It has nothing to do with the Mason-Dixon 100. It's just the south of south of Muskegon.
You cross
right.
I'm from Indiana, so I can say this and not offend anybody, hopefully. But so you're saying once you cross over the state line in Indiana, there's a bunch of cheating bastards.
I wouldn't go that far, but there's definitely some of it going on. I've never actually been asked to actually purchase any until I did cross the line. I've been cornered a couple different times now, but hell, I don't even have enough time to do that stuff.
What color was it?
I don't know if it was Ed Howe or Gene Harsh that said this, but from one of those two, it was what was it? It's not cheating, it's competing.
I've heard that before too, but I don't know. I don't really believe in it myself, but oh well.
Well, all right. Well, congratulations. You guys only having 40-some races under your belt, and you got a Michigan Dirt Cup championship and 2 or 3 other championships. So congratulations on that. Thank you for taking time out of your Monday evening. Real quick, again, tell us where you're going to be at, and also thank your sponsors and some of the crew members that help you get these championships under your belt.
Yeah, like I said, I've only got a couple more races left, Eldora, Kokomo, and then down to Moeller, but definitely have to thank All Star Performance and Lane Automotive for putting together the Michigan Dirt Cup Series. It's an excellent series all year long. Got to thank Donnie Roberts at Homestead Motorsports, my dad at Thirlby Automotive, Maria at FK Rod Ends, All Star Performance, Integra Racing Shocks, Micro Armor Racing.
Well, Brandon, thank you very much for coming on, and we're gonna hold on to your telephone number, and we're gonna drag you back on sometime down the road. Is that cool?
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
All right, man. Well, good luck with the rest of your season, brother.
All right, thank you.
Brandon Thirlby, the champion Michigan Dirt Cup Series.